You might have noticed that I didn't post a video last week, and there's actually a good reason for that. I wanted to get real with you guys about what's happening behind the scenes of this faceless funnel business. Week 5 was basically hitting a wall and having to make tough decisions because I hit a bit of a reality check. After spending a few $100 on my ads, which was targeting women over 50 with my weight loss offer, I realized that something was seriously off about my ad costs. I was still paying over $180 CPMs, which basically means it was costing me $180 to reach 1,000 people. To put it into perspective, the industry average is around $20 to $30. And it wasn't because my ads necessarily sucked, my click-through rate was still above 8%, which is crazy good when you consider the industry average to be 1 to 3%. But Meta considers women over 50 a premium audience, and it is insanely competitive. With my budget, I was basically burning through cash before I could even collect data to optimize properly, which made me realize that I had to pivot. I didn't record last week because honestly, I was heads down trying to figure out a better offer. One where the ad costs wouldn't eat me alive before I could even get started. After doing some research, I've pivoted to a men's dating relationship offer. And no, this isn't me getting shiny object syndrome or starting over. This is me being strategic. With this new offer, I can target broadly to men, and my CPM should start at around $40 to $50 and hopefully drop to $20 to $30 as the algorithm learns. That gives me way more runway to test, optimize, and actually build something sustainable. But there are a few lessons that I've learned. Look, I know some of you might be thinking, dude, you said you'd make money with this model and now you're changing it up. But that's just missing the point. The model works and I've made my first sale. But what I've learned is that economics have to make sense. And one of the biggest insights I've had is about front end versus back end monetization. The front end, the thing you're selling directly from your ad, that's not where you make the real money. Its only job is to liquidate your ad costs, break even, and maybe even make a tiny profit. The real money is in the back end. The upsells, the order bumps, the additional products that you can offer once someone's already a customer. That's why if you're going to target an expensive audience like I was, you better be selling something high ticket in the back end or the math just doesn't work. And when it comes to my mindset and headspace about this whole business model, I'm not actually demotivated at all. I'm more fired up than ever because now I understand this game better. I've basically compressed months of learning into a few weeks, creating digital products from scratch, building sales pages that convert, setting up entire funnels, running ads for the first time, and making my first digital product sale. All skills that are insanely valuable no matter what I sell in the future. And I've paid over $300 in ads for that education, which is worth every penny. Looking ahead, I plan to launch ads for this new offer by the end of this week. And once I prove I can acquire customers profitably for this model, who knows? Maybe I'll go back to the woman over 50 niche with a better back-end strategy. But now I think the best thing to do is pivot and play the smart strategy. And I wanted to document this part of the journey too. The pivots, the tough decisions, the real shit that nobody talks about when building an online business. If you're following along with this journey, just know that this is completely normal. Pivoting isn't failing. It's being smart enough to adjust when the data is telling you that something isn't working. And if you can learn how to acquire customers even at break even through your front end product, you can literally sell anything at the back end. And that is the game. Anyways, this is my update for week 6, and I'll be back to hopefully share some ad results with this new offer. And make sure to comment down below for any questions that I'm happy to answer.